Welcome to Mission Microgreen Farms YouTube channel. In this episode, I wanted to be able to talk about the equipment you possibly would need to get your business started. And also, if you're wanting to grow for you and your family at home, these are some of the things that you can purchase to make it a little bit easier for y'all to be able to grow at home if you're wanting to do it on just a little bit bigger of a scale. So one of my biggest purchases when I first started my microgreens business is going to be this shelving that y'all can see behind me. This is a 4x6 shelving unit. These can be purchased at Amazon. They can be purchased at Lowe's or Home Depot. I purchased mine through Home Depot. It's about $149. They do have some also as well that have the wheels on them if y'all are wanting to be able to move them around your room a little bit better. They are a little bit more expensive. I did find mine a couple of months ago. I had ordered 2 more just to add to the room. They are about $129, so I did catch them on sale at that time, but they usually are about $149. And like I said, they're a 4x6 shelf. So some of them come with 5 shelves, and then also you can buy them with 6 shelves. I highly recommend, if you can, to buy the 6 shelf unit. You're going to be able to run your 10 by 20 trays. You're going to be able to run 24 of those on a 6 shelf unit. And if you're only doing a 5 shelf unit, you're only going to be able to run 20 shelves. So it's kind of worth a little bit more of an investment to be able to run 4 more shelves on that unit. So when you're looking at them, that's what I would recommend you do, but you have to just do whatever is going to work best for you. The next thing I want to touch on is going to be your lighting. I don't have these turned on right now, but maybe y'all can see these a little bit better. I run 22 watt LED T5 lights on my shelving units. I do run 3 to each shelf, but 2 is perfectly fine. That is plenty of light. I ended up putting 3 on mine to be able to have just a little bit more light. It might be a little bit overkill, but that's just kind of what I wanted to do. But you definitely could just run 2 on each shelf. So you, like I said, only need 2. You really don't have to have more. This is another type of lighting as well. I wanted to show y'all. I had a company to reach out, and I had been running their lights on one of my shelving units, and I was really, really highly impressed. If you're looking to really invest your money in a little bit better of lighting than just your normal lighting that you could buy at Amazon or anything like that, these are also going to be a 22 watt LED T5 lights as well, but these are made specially for growing microgreens, herbs, and germinating flowers, gardening, anything like that. They're more of a specialty light. This is what they're going to look like up close. They have that little strip that runs down through them. You've got two hooks on these, one on each end, to be able to zip tie to your shelves. I was really impressed with how much better my microgreens actually grew overall. They it's a Sun White Pro. They carry a Sun White just regular, and then they carry a Red Bloom light. That was really, really impressive to see as well. They're actually specialized in to help with the coloring of the microgreens. So your darker colors like my purple radish, it helped enhance the color on it. The amaranth, it helped enhance my color on it as well. So if you're looking to invest in some better lighting, I highly recommend this company. They were very easy to work with. The name of the company is Active Grow LED, and anything that I talk about in this video I will be linking down in the description, so that way y'all can find them a little bit easier. The next product I want to talk about is going to be the trays that I invested in. The first tray, one of the first trays I invested in is the a 2-inch tray. They're a little bit more, they move a little bit more, not as durable as some of the other trays that I'm using. I created holes in these. I know Bootstrap Farmer, I think they carry the ones that actually have the holes in them now, so you wouldn't have to do that. And I use the bottom water method, so I would use a solid one behind here as well. This variety can be found on bootstrapfarmer.com. All of my trays come from there. They've got really good quality. I've been really impressed with them. I've been using them since the first day I started growing. So these I use for my popcorn microgreens and my nasturtium microgreens because I want them to get a little bit taller. But my 10 by 20 trays that I'm going to talk about are the ones that I use primarily all the time on all of my microgreens. This is a 1-inch shallow tray, again by Bootstrap Farmer. They're going to have holes on the top one and a solid bottom. They are they come in sets, so you would have to purchase a set of just the solids and then a set of just your holes. So you always want to make sure you get the same amount of those. They're really easy to harvest off of when you're buying the 1-inch ones, and that's why I like the 1-inch shallow ones as well. My next size of trays I invested in, these are great for if you're growing for yourself at home, or I use mine a lot for display on my table for my farmer's market so people can actually see them growing as a live microgreen. Again, I do the bottom water method, so this is going to have holes in it, and this is going to have the solid bottom. These actually just came out this January. I was really excited when these came out because I was just laying them in a solid 10 by 20 tray, and I was growing about 8 different ones in there. So they're just really, really good quality, very durable. This is the next size that I just added to my collection. I use these for my grow kits. They're a 10 by 10. These are great for 2 up to 4 people in a family if you're growing for them, or if you're growing as a business. It's kind of nice just to have a half a tray if you're wanting to maybe do trial runs and you're not wanting to do a full tray. So this is a great size for this as well. And of course I've got the bottom and then the one with the holes. Bottom water method is just a really good method to use. You're helping to not get mold on your microgreens, and they're kind of, the roots are absorbing from the bottom up. So I really like that way. That's the method that I use. Those are 3 of the biggest expenses that I had when I started my business. Some of the smaller things that I'm going to show y'all that might be necessary to have as well that you might not have thought about or have even seen. One being, I've got a microgreen knife. This is off of Amazon. They're $18.99. I really like the handles on them as well because they're easy to be able to maneuver around and be able to harvest the microgreens. Super easy to sharpen. You can use a knife sharpener that you use for your knives at home. I sharpen mine every single time before I actually start to harvest my microgreens. Works very well. I've had it over a year and it's still like brand new. Some of the other things that y'all might want to think about investing in is going to be a temperature, like a thermometer for the room. This one's going to have the temperature and the humidity. Your temperature, while I'm talking about it, should be anywhere between 69 and 73. And then your humidity, you really don't want that to get over 55. That's going to help you keep good quality with your microgreens and going to help prevent getting mold. So that's another good thing to think about purchasing. Another piece of equipment is going to be a scale. You need a scale to be able to measure out your seeds, and then also packaging up your microgreens if you're selling them for a business. That's important to have as well. This is just a smaller one. They do make a little bit larger of ones if you're wanting just a little bit bigger of scale. And then one of my last things that you're going to have to invest in, it's not necessarily equipment, but it's going to be your seeds. These seed companies, I've been using True Leaf Market since I first started my business, and they have got really good quality seeds. Germination rates are pretty good, and then also the pricing is really good because a lot of times you're buying in bulk when you're running a business, so that's really important. Price is important just as well as the germination rate. This is a newer company that I've been using as well, Greener Harvest Seeds. Their quality of seeds are really good. Their germination rates are very good, and their pricing is really good. They do carry just a few varieties, but they are expanding quite frequently as to what they're carrying, so they eventually will start carrying a lot more seeds as well. So I hope this video was helpful in some of the things that you might need to get your business started and the bigger purchases of equipment that you might need to get your business started. I grow in a 12 by 12 room in my home, so I'm maxed out. I've got 8 racks in here and I cannot fit anymore. So if that kind of gives you an example of like what a certain size room will hold. So again, I hope this video was helpful, and if you like this video, please just hit that like button down below, and please subscribe to the channel so that way y'all can just follow along in this microgreens journey and learning about setting up your business and how things run in the business. And then also hit the bell button so that way you can be notified when new videos drop.